Hello, I'm Coach Steve from Middle Kingdom Fitness. Thank you for joining me in this video. Today we're going to do a full body weight only workout. And I'm going to try and do it in one take, so wish me luck. We're going to start with the chest and just work our way down the body. I'm only going to do one set of each, but as you get more comfortable with this, you can do 3 sets. So let's start with a chest fly. Now we have to practice what I call dynamic resistance. We have no weights, so we have to make the weights. So here we are, we're squeezing really tight. We want to go in at a normal pace. This is called the positive or the concentric, and do the eccentric twice as slow. Notice my elbows are slightly bent. And if you really want, you can turn your pinkies upward towards the end of the movement for additional. So our squeeze is very important, and our stretch. Let's move on to shoulders. Let's start with a standard military press, which works your front or anterior deltoids. Have your arms 45-degree angles. Push up. Again, dynamic resistance. Make believe you're underwater. Do not lock your elbows. Let's move on to back. We're going to do bent over barbell rows without the barbell. We're going to bend over close to a 90-degree angle, elbows against the body. Pulling them up. Lead with your elbows. Make believe somebody has a rope tied around your elbows. So that's what's going up first. Let's go to arms. Let's start with biceps. Sorry, my dogs are barking so loud. Now you can either do this with alternating, or you can do 2 arms together. Alternating is called isolateral, or unilateral, and together is called bilateral. Again, dynamic resistance. You're in a pool of water. You have to fight it. It's not just going in slow motion. Now again, you can turn the pinky downward, or upward rather, and the thumb downward, and that's called supination, and that will further engage the bicep muscles, and you can do that if you're using 1 or 2 hands. Triceps, the back part of the arms. We're going to do tricep kickbacks. Keep the arms up nice and high. This is the one time where it's okay to lock the arms. In fact, it's highly recommended. Arms tight to the body. Notice the upper arms from the elbow to the shoulder is not moving. Just from the elbow to the wrist. There's my triceps. Let's move on to legs. I know I'm going quickly here. Okay, I'll tilt the camera slightly downward. We're going to do squats. I have my feet about shoulder width apart because we want to focus on the quads. And we're going to go down. Hold it for a second, go up. Make believe you're sitting on a chair. You can even use a chair if you want. You can put your hands on your wrists. You can hold them out. You can put them up in the air. It doesn't really matter. Next, we're going to work on the hamstrings, the back muscles. We're going to do a Romanian deadlift, also known as an RDL. So the first thing that moves is your butt. Your butt goes out, and then you lower down to about halfway down your shins, and you should feel it pulling on your biceps. And then come straight up, thrust out your hips, straighten out, butt, down, and up. Calf raises, a little hard to show. Let me tilt the camera a little bit further down. Okay, so you're going to put your feet together or close to together. Press up and hold for as long as you can. Go down as slowly as you can. I admit that that's difficult to do. Now you can also, with your feet, you can have your feet parallel, like I do right now, or you can turn your toes inward, or you can turn them outward. So if you're doing 3 sets, I would recommend you do 1 of each, because there are 2 muscle heads in the calves, and you need to hit them from all angles. And let's finish up with abs. There are 3 parts to the abs: the upper, the lower, and the oblique. So I'm going to show you 3 different variations of basically the same exercise, and you can do 1 set of each. Okay, I like to put my hands on my temple, no squeezing, no pressure. And all I'm doing is bending down and raising my knee at the same time. I'm not turning my body or my elbows towards my knees. If it happens to go that way, it's just an accident, but that's not what I'm trying to do. And that will affect the upper abs and the lower abs. Anytime you bend at the torso, that's the upper abs. Anytime you raise your legs, that's the lower. Now this next variation is going to also engage the obliques, the sides. So I've turned my feet slightly outward, maybe at a 45-degree angle. Again, hands on temples. And my knees are also out on that same angle. So I'm going to lean towards my knee. And this actually works all 3, upper, lower, and obliques, with more of an emphasis on the lower and the obliques. And the third variation also works all 3. Hands on temple, and now you're going to pull your elbows towards the opposite knee. You do not have to touch. And we're getting upper, lower, and obliques. So there's your full body workout. If you'd like more of these workouts, I am an online fitness coach, and I am accepting new clients, so just leave me a message and I'll be happy to get back to you. Thank you so much. Now remember, commit to consistency, stay positive, stay strong, 0 excuses accepted, ever.